What's going on, doggies? Welcome back to another one, and welcome to a survival challenge. So the aim of the game is to build a survival shelter which is waterproof, 100% waterproof, somewhere where I can sleep tonight and stay completely dry, because we've had a lot of rain, and it has been, well, it's been raining for 2 weeks straight, and it got me thinking. Usually on a survival challenge you want to find drinking water, that's your main thing, but because it's raining so much, drinking water isn't a problem. The next thing I think is going to be staying dry. So I want to build a survival shelter where I can sleep tonight. I'm going to be bone dry, but at the same time we have absolutely no food, absolutely no water. So we're on a new little bit of a deserted beach here, and we'll see what we can do. I've got no idea really what I'm doing, but we'll see what we can whip up and see if we can find a bit of food, a bit of water, and I don't know, it's just going to be a hell time, I know that much. There's so much different fruit and stuff washed up on this beach. I've got no idea what this is. It's like a cucumber, some form of a, yeah, maybe it's like a cucumber or something, but man, there's so much different fruits and foods washed up on this beach. So I'll just show you guys what we got before we get into it, because we haven't got much. So I've just brought the bigger knife. We've got this knife. This is for obviously cutting your bamboo, making the shelter. And I've got a smaller knife, which probably we won't use too much, but just this knife, it'll come in handy. So there's two knives, and what else? The last thing I've got, that's it, there's nothing else in there. The last thing I've got is a little bit of zinc, because mate, I've been getting absolutely roasted out here. So I reckon what we're gonna do is, because I literally haven't drank anything really today, so I'm gonna go for a search, see if we can find coconuts. That's the easiest thing to do, is look for coconuts. But while I'm looking for coconuts, we'll be picking up materials. We'll be picking up sticks, fishing line, rope, whatever we can find to start building this hut, because I can see over here and over here, there's two little nuggets of rain. So these rocks have these holes in them, and they're actually, like, this has got water running down. That would be drinkable water. Same with this. That's probably drinkable water right there. So that's fresh water right there, running down that rock. I don't know if that happens all the time or if that's just because it's been raining, but right there, that's a water source. We've only been walking for about 15 minutes, so that's not too far from where I'm going to set up the camp tonight, that we have fresh water dripping off that rock, which is a great thing. Have a look at this. I'm going to call this the graveyard. There is so much material in here to build a shelter with, it's not funny. Straight off the bat, I can see a whole lot of coconuts. They're probably not good for drinking, they're really old, but if we start digging through this rubbish, surely we're going to find something good. So let's dig in. Let's go treasure hunting. I'm definitely not going to be walking all over this without a pair of shoes on, and to find a pair of thongs right now, it's definitely not going to be an issue. One, we've got two, we got this big buffer here. Again, there are so many thongs washed up, broken. Look at this, man. Another one broken. Look at this. Another one broken. I think those two over there might be good. Let's try them on. So many people in one of my videos commented saying, why does he call them thongs? Why are you calling them thongs? If you go to Australia, where I'm from, and you call a pair of thongs flip-flops, mate, you're gonna get a hot meat pie thrown at you, straight up. So it's pretty funny though, because a lot of people commented in one of my videos saying, they're called flip-flops, they're not called thongs. So there you go, that's why I call them thongs. Anyway, let's start digging through this big mass of rubbish and we'll see what we can find. Look at this, mate, we can go anywhere now because I've got my thongs on. Oh man, there's so much material in here. This is crazy. Oi. These are perfect bits of bamboo that have already been cut in half. Very nice. Oi! Oi! Woo! That's another beautiful find. In a situation like this where I have no food, no water, nothing, a bottle like this can come in handy very, very, very much. So that's a second glass bottle I found, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more in here, but this thing, that could be a lifesaver. That's epic. Talking about something being a lifesaver, look what I've just found. I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but get out. Oh. That there is a young coconut. That's a very young coconut. A little bit bashed up. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but definitely going to open this up. Whoa! Yes, look at this, man. No way. Check this out, that is a bloody good coconut. Have a look at this. That is what I'm talking about right there. Oh, that's good. That's proper good. A couple more of these will be an absolute dream boat, but there are a lot of coconut trees up here with coconuts on them, so we're not going to struggle for water. It's more about making a shelter that's waterproof. That's what this episode's all about. Epic. Actually, I should really keep that thing for a cup. I'll go get it later. Oh, that's beautiful. That. All right, this, not that, but this could come in handy. What's this stuff? Not that, but this. Oh, it's got a hole in it. This could come in handy. Take that back. That's gonna come in handy, for sure. Okay, so I've got enough material. Like, obviously there is absolutely no shortage of materials here, but I've got like my base pieces of bamboo to start building this shelter, but I want to build it up here. I'll show you why. If it rains later, which it probably will, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a gully here. There's a gully on that side, and there's another gully on this side. So this here is like a flat mound of sand. So if it does rain, this here will keep us, well, it'll keep the water from coming into where I'm going to sleep tonight. It's going to go drain down on that side, drain down on that side. So we're going to clear an area here and we'll start building this shelter. I just broke me bloody thumb. What I want is this tree here. This is so perfect, man. This is gonna be a good piece of wood. I need to go find myself another thong, doggies. My pink thong broke. All right, before we start building this shelter, I found this bin bag. It was washed up here in this little creek over here. So I want it, it's got a couple of holes in it. There's a big rip down the side. There's a hole there. There's a big rip down this side. There's a couple other holes, but what I want to do, I want to make something out of this before I start building the shelter, because this is what it's all about. It's about keeping dry. So I want to turn this thing into a raincoat, a poncho. I don't really know yet, but I've got to fix a couple of holes in it first. Look at this thing. I don't even really know what that is. It looks like a dog bone. Obviously someone's used it for like a spear fishing float or a float for some kind of fishing, but it has this really good fishing line. Look at that, it's like 250 pound, that's probably more. But that there probably is what I'm going to use to sew my raincoat together. And this, I don't know, I'll keep searching, but that's a bloody good option. That string that I found before, this piece of rope, it has hundreds and hundreds of, I don't know if you guys can even see this, but these smaller strands here. So I'm just going to take 5 minutes out of my day, take a little bit of time to unwind these little strands, and I'm going to use them to sew this raincoat up, because there's a couple of big rips in this. But if it rains, I'm going to be so happy that I did it. So yeah, we'll fix these holes up. First of all, we need to get this I don't know, you could almost call this like fishing line. It's like some sort of nylon string. So we'll get this done. This is going to take a while. Making a full-on pin. I really hope that it rains, because like that sun's just come out now, but there's massive black clouds behind me there. Sort of nice and blue over here. I want it to rain. I want it to really, really piss down. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I've just made this little pin, because obviously you can't sew the bin bag. So I'm just gonna wrap this fishing line or that line around this pin. And then I put a split in the end where it's gonna cut back in like this. So that's what I'm gonna be sewing the raincoat with. And then you've obviously got all of this. I just doubled that line up so it's stronger. So let's start making a raincoat. It's actually gonna work perfect. Look at this. That's working out hell good. I pretty much sewed half of this bin bag up. All right, so I've got to do about 4 more holes. So this is going to take a while, but it could be worth it. All right, we're nearly done. This is the last hole. And the raincoat is complete. See if it works anyway. It's just a bin bag which we've turned into a raincoat or a poncho, or I don't know, well, you can call it what you want. There's a dog over here, he's just cruising around. Does not look healthy at all. Poor little fella. Maybe if we get something to eat later on, we'll share it with him, because he does not look healthy. Look at him. It's like a starving dog. It's skinny, it's got no hair. Here, Rex. Right, that is the last touches on the raincoat. Let's see if it fits. Let's see if it even works. That's good. That's real good. Hey! I'll tell you what, mate, if it rains, I'm going to be bone dry. Look at these sleeves. It actually worked out really good. It's worked out perfect. So this was like this was originally already a hole. So I just thought I'd make it like make like a neck piece, and then I just sewed that up. But a couple of holes in the back there, and then a big slice down the side here. But apart from that, man, look at a raincoat. And if it really pisses down with rain, because it's so long, I can probably cut it like here, and then I'll make myself like a rain hat. Yeah, I love doing this shit, eh? All right, raincoat is sorted. Let's start building the shelter because, well, right now it doesn't look like rain's coming, but fingers crossed it pisses down with rain. All right, so this is pretty much how we're looking right now. So I'm only purely cutting that bamboo in half because it just saves half of the time. Imagine having to go get all of them in round pieces. So you're pretty much just saving half the time by doing that. But this is pretty much our little pad for tonight. It's actually probably bigger than it looks on the camera, but there's a whole lot of room in here. I can easily lay across there without my head coming or my feet coming out. If I've got time, I'll make it corners for the ends, but this is how we're looking. This is our little gazebo. So now I'm just gonna go and tie all of these off. So I'll tie each one of these down so they don't go anywhere. These are sturdy as, like the two legs, the two support beams are real sturdy. So I'm just gonna go tie these down, all of these down. That's gonna take some time. And then we'll start putting some sort of a fascia on here. I have no idea what I'm gonna use yet, but I can see down this little creek here, there's like an old busted up banana tree, and there's a bit of rubbish that we can use. So hopefully we can get this shelter waterproof before tonight. So I can't believe it hasn't rained yet. It's been raining for like 2 weeks straight, and then I come and do this and it stops raining. But I have faith. I have faith in the white rain. I really want it to rain. Come on. Oh, this is bad. Yuck. Oh yeah, look at this thing. That's good. Probably just about to sleep on that actually. That's perfect. Banana trees down there, and I'm getting super bloody thirsty. And I've got bugs in my mouth, but that's coconuts up there. That tree has coconuts on it. I wonder if I can get one of them down. Super thirsty right now. We're gonna go see if I can scavenge up some of these leaves for the roof. If not, we'll use, this is actually quite a good plan to use, but the banana leaves are a lot wider, so it's gonna cover a lot more surface area. See what we can do. Oh, that is not fun. But we've got a couple of banana leaves. They're not good. There's like an old broken banana tree around the back there, which is obviously, when this river flows with water, the sides are caving in. And it looks like a banana tree is sort of fallen in with it. So we've got a couple of leaves here. I can go back and get a lot more, but they're not big leaves. They're all sort of ripped up into pieces, which sucks. But right now, I don't know, we can just do what we can do. That's all we can do. So I'll just keep searching around for materials now. Alright, so far what we've got is this big sheet of disgusting whatever that is, but that's going to be fully waterproof, so that's really good. That'll go on there for sure. And then we've got these banana leaves, but looking at the sides of this structure, we're going to need a lot more. So I'm going to go in deep, try to get heaps more of these banana leaves. It just sucks because it's stuck in the river there, that have all been like ripped and shredded. So these are the best ones I could find, and I'm just going to have to go back in and try to find really good ones. But it's actually quite a big area we need to cover, so I think we're going to struggle. Nah, we'll be right. I'm just got to go hard, not stop. Okay, we're gonna need a whole lot more material than that, because right now this thing is gonna leak like a sieve, and that's the whole banana tree. Every leaf off that banana tree is on that shelter. So I'm gonna need to go get a whole lot more. Okay, let's go. We're gonna put my ass into gear. That sun's going down and our shelter is far from done, but it's hella fun. All right, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my goodness, this has been an absolute mission, but it's been super fun and I'm learning a lot as I go. So what's happening is I've got the banana leaves as a base, then I used another sort of a leaf as and then a second base and grass on top. So you cannot see daylight through that side. I'm gonna say it's about 75% waterproof. If it rains, I reckon I'll be pretty safe. But what I've ended up doing is I've pulled that string that we sewed the raincoat up with, I pulled that apart and I've joined them in each piece. I've joined, and we've got like, I don't know, I had like literally 50 to 100 meters, and this stuff's actually like super strong. So what I've done, I tied it off there and then I wrapped it inside and out, inside and out, inside and out, inside and out, all the way down, and then halfway back up before the string stopped. And then so that's what I'm using. I'm actually like tucking the grass. So all of these are running across there and I'm tucking the grass under them. So now a couple more bits more grass. I can't even speak, man. My mouth is so dry. I've had one coconut all day. So that's the next mission, is to get some coconuts down, but I really want to get this finished. My mouth feels like a bag of flour right now. That sun, we've still got a little bit of time. We've still got a little bit of time to get a coconut down for dinner. Man, my mouth's so dry, you don't understand. Yeah, this thing is gonna do the job. If you guys are new to the channel, I suck at climbing coconut trees. I can't climb them for shit, and this one that I'm gonna try to get the coconut off, it's actually huge, man. It's like, this stick is a good, I don't know, 12 meters, 10 meters long, this stick that I got here, and I don't even reckon it'll reach that coconut up there. So I really need a drink butt. So let's see if we can get one of these coconuts down with this massive pole. Oh my God. That is big, man. That's big. Look how big this stick is, dude. All right, this stick actually reaches that coconut from here. So I'm just gonna try to bounce it from here and get it down. If we can get that one down, there's one next to it. But this one just looks juicy, man. It's sort of hanging there and it doesn't look very young. So it might be old and fall off. Who knows, let's try. Oh, it's so close. Come on. That coconut was literally, would have been with under a meter distance from my head. It just fell down. Look, I was standing here. This is my footprints here and here. This is where the coconut fell. That is psycho. Imagine if that hit me in the head. It's bigger than my head. That is a big coconut. All right, let's go get this thing open because I am so thirsty. If that thing hit me in the head, I reckon it would have killed me. No shit, look at the size of it. That's gnarly. All right, let's dig into this coconut because I'm beyond thirsty, man. All day I've had that one little coconut. And I reckon it is gonna be a banger of a sunset. Oh man, I'm excited for this. That is a big coconut, dude. Big mama. I'm really excited for this. All right, I'm gonna go find myself a chopping board because I don't want to ruin this coconut. It's my last thing I'll probably drink tonight and that ain't good, man. I'm gonna go find something to chop this on. Whew. This is what I'm talking about. The simple things in life, they just get me so bloody excited, man. It's so good. Anyway. Let's look at this. This is going to be absolutely bloody beautiful. Wait. All right, here we go. It's the moment of truth. Well, I'm 100% positive that this is going to have beautiful, fresh, delicious water in it. But sometimes when you pop these open, they do a little bit of a squirt. Way, there we go. That's when you know it's fresh, mate. Oh, look at this. I can't drink it without showing you. It's just too good to be true. Have a look how full this coconut is. That is full to the top. There'd be over a litre of liquid in that. That is exactly what I need right now. Thirsty as a dog. Happier than a man fishing on a jetty. And I've got sunsets like this. Mate, these survival challenges aren't so bad. Let's dig in. Oh. Well, there's sand on the outside. I don't want to waste a bit. Here goes, doggies. Oh. Oh. Oh, we're spilling a little bit, but oh, that's good. Oh, I should really try to make a straw. All right, let's make a straw. How's that for a straw, eh? Straight in there. Boom. And it should work like an absolute dreamboat. It actually works so good. Perfect, no wastage. Oh, absolutely devastated. I just thought to myself, like, I haven't eaten anything all day. I've had nothing to eat. And I just seen this rock. I've like probably got about 10 minutes, 15 minutes of sunlight left. And I just seen this rock in the water, so I've just sprinted down here, and I was hoping there'd be some big oysters, but unlucky. Very small. Oysters are like this big. There's no way we're eating them. I'm just gonna go hungry tonight, I suppose. I'll quickly run back up to our house and I'll show you guys what it looks like inside, where I'm gonna be sleeping tonight, and it's pretty sick. All right, unfortunately, field day ain't having any dinner tonight. I didn't even think about eating at all, actually. I was more thirsty than anything, but I'll quickly run back up here and I'll show you guys inside the hotel room. It's gonna be pimping, it's gonna be good. All right, here she is. Welcome to Hotel Field. I reckon it's gonna be a pretty sick sleep. This hotel comes with complimentary coconuts on arrival. There you go, sir. It's probably looking pretty dark right now, but yeah, that's where we're sleeping tonight. We've got a bed of grass here. I'm gonna use this bone, this float. It's actually made of foam. I'm gonna use that as a pillow tonight, so that'll go in there. And this is where we'll be sleeping. It's getting pretty dark, isn't it? But yeah, that's where I'm gonna be sleeping, obviously. And look at the sunset, man, it's beautiful. There's a couple of guys fishing over here. Maybe I'll go have a yarn with them, see if they can hook us up with some fish for dinner. No, I'd never do that. One night is okay. Look at this spot, man, this is beautiful. This is epic. Listen to this, man. Can you guys hear this? As soon as that sun goes down, man, the bugs, they just come out to play. I haven't been bitten by one mosquito, so let's hope it stays that way, because I don't want to be getting bitten by mosquitoes. If the mosquitoes come out tonight, I'm just going to rub mud all over my legs, and I've got the long sleeve YEA Dawgies fishing shirt on, so that'll keep me safe. But man, listen to the bugs right now. I'm not too sure if you guys can see me right now, but I'm about to slide into Hotel Field, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully it rains so we can give this shelter a test, but until the morning, much love, doggies. See you at sunrise. Yo! I'll tell you what, that was up there with one of the most haggard sleeps I've had in a long, long time. The mosquitoes weren't bad until the sun completely disappeared, and then they just came out in force. Like if I didn't have this bin bag on my legs, mate, I reckon, I don't know what I would have done. I just would have had to bury my legs in the dirt. But apart from the mosquitoes, it wasn't too bad. It rained, we got rain. I think it was like at 2:30, nearly 3 o'clock this morning, it came down and it rained quite a bit. So what I did last night, we gave the bin bag actually a test last night. I chucked it on as a raincoat, and while it was raining, I got up and I made a water catchment system because, oh, excuse me, I'm still half asleep. Because I had a lot of time to think last night, man. I didn't really get too much sleep, and yeah, so I was thinking that we had to make some sort of a water catchment system, so that's what we did last night. I'll show you guys that now. I haven't even seen it yet. I've literally just woken up, and there should be a bit of water in there, but wouldn't mind a drink right now. Everything around me here is absolutely soaked. Like, that's probably fresh drinking water in that coconut there. Same as that one there that's got water in it. So that's how much it rained last night, and to my surprise, I am bone dry. This shirt is not one little bit wet, so I'm gonna say that the shelter, it did its job. As the rain came in, it sort of came in on an angle, and this is the exact reason why I built this shelter this way. It is exactly why I built this shelter facing the ocean, because from past experience, I know, not always, but most of the time, you'll always get the rain coming this way, and that's the way the rain came. It sort of was coming in on an angle, actually, so I just pushed my head back and into the corner there, and I was dry. I was completely dry. Look at this, I'm still dry right now. So I'm gonna say that the shelter was a success. If we had more time, I definitely would have built those walls on the side, but I'm pretty stoked with it. Let's see if we got some water in this catchment thing I made. Look at this thing, man. This is what I built last night when it was absolutely pissing down with rain. I had to go cut these leaves off of that tree in there, but this is what we made last night. Oh my God, look how much water's in there. So this is that coconut that we got yesterday. That is all fresh drinking water. Have a look at that. It's half full. That right there is purely fresh water from the rain last night. That worked out. That's probably a cup, nearly 2 cups of water in there. Where's my straw gone? Oh, here we go. It's a lot of water, hey? That's actually, yeah, that's just like purely fresh drinking rainwater. There's a little bit of shit in here, but I never hurt anyone. Oh, definitely wasn't the best sleep I've ever had, that's for sure. I'm gonna go, I just seen yesterday I saw some little bit of bush tucker up over here, so we'll have a little bit of breakfast, I reckon. It's not the biggest breakfast in the world, but it is food, and it is definitely a source of bush tucker, a little bit of nutrients for the morning. In amongst all of this weed, grass, wood and all this crap is this beautiful goat's foot. So this is called, this flower is actually called goat's foot. So these leaves are absolutely 100% edible. And then, or should I say these flowers are 100% edible. So we'll get these bad boys. A little bit of breakfast there, and then these leaves, you can actually boil these leaves up. If I can get one off, you can actually boil these leaves up here. You got to boil it before you can eat it, but you can eat that leaf. And then up here there's another little bit of food. Just up here somewhere there was a bit of food, which is, they're actually really tasty. I'm trying to find it, but and you'd have to eat quite a few of these goat's foot flowers, but they're completely edible. They don't really taste like much, but there are heaps of them here, and you could definitely, I don't know, if you were dying, if you were starving, you could eat these. There's hundreds of them here right now in the morning. They're just starting to open up, so they're actually quite good. But over here is a coconut somewhere. It's not like your normal coconut. There he is there. All right, so these suckers are edible. When it's like this is a young coconut. Obviously that's what a coconut looks like when it falls off a tree. That's about to turn into a big, beautiful coconut tree. But here in this stem is this beautiful white fleshy meat. So inside there you got a bit of a meal, and then if you bust this shell open, there's also food. That thing there will be like a white pulpy bit of kind of a meat. You can eat that inside there, but I'm not going to eat this. I'm going to leave that there, let that grow into a big strong tree. But inside there's a beautiful little bit of meat, or not meat, but nice soft bit of tasty food. It's actually really funny that I've never ever wanted it to rain so much in my life than I have over all day yesterday, last night, and even this morning. I was hoping I'd wake up to lots of rain, but it is what it is. When you're out here doing these kind of things in nature, nothing goes to plan. But I'm gonna say it was a little bit of a successful mission. We could still do a lot more work to the hut, but I didn't get wet, and it was raining pretty hard last night, so I'm gonna call it a successful mission. We got a little bit of water out of it as well, which was nice, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave the hut there. Hopefully the locals who were fishing yesterday, maybe they can use it to keep dry when it rains, who knows. But that's it from me, doggies. Thank you for watching. I've got a big walk ahead of me to get out of here, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Phew! Much love. Oh, I tell you what, a coffee wouldn't be bad right now. Woo!